Okay, alright, let's read. Totally Ends by Big Boy Writer
Yes.
and Minor Smile.
Big boy
Just a
writer, more like
reminder is
big dick
that's
writer,
that's
am I right?
that's Sagan, right?
Yeah, that's him. He changed his online name a while ago. His name used to be just Sagan.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Just
Summary.
pooping.
Alright. Summary. Things have gone down at Peach Creek, and this is
Oh
a
god.
perfect opportunity for three crazy women to step up and make butt probably not save the day. Warning, this story involves the Totally Spies, so there will be a crap ton of fetishes. No shit. Chapter 1, The Unexpected Arrival. Summary. The buttered toast shall deliver the masses from the hells of evil. A truck full of horse sperm exploded. The angels
What a
wept.
way to start.
The thoughts everywhere cried out in happiness. White thoughts. Anyway, an unsuspecting victim of Peach Creek cried out two words in fear. But they're toast! The sperm covered Ed, causing him to freak out as everyone at Peach Creek came out to see what happened. Ed ran up and hugged the first person he saw, and that person happened to be Kevin. I'm scared, hold me, Kevin! Ed yelled, hugging
Dork.
Kevin and getting horse semen all over him. Get off me, you dork! You're all sticky! Kevin yelled. Ed
Is this
refused to
chapter
let
1?
go.
What is this?
Ed refused to let go and hugged Kevin even harder. Kevin was now gay for so much sperm touching his body. Ed was already gay, so he was reverted to being straight.
Double gay. I mean, that's how it works, right?
Naz suddenly walked by covered in
Positive.
sperm. Oh god, I'm covered in sticky stuff, Naz yelled. Kevin stared at Naz in absolute gay horror. Naz, oh no! Kevin ran up to Naz and started to beat her. There was no way he could love a girl that was covered in sperm. That would be gay. You stupid dork! I'm not gay! I'm not gay! Kevin screamed with a
What the
sexual
fuck?
fury. I am now
God, this is
black
amazing.
and gay! It stated proudly.
And stated proudly.
Double D and Eddie walked up to him, both also covered in sperm as well. Get real, Ed. I saw you looking at those big tittied furries earlier, Eddie yelled. I didn't need that many details, Eddie, Double D replied. But one does have to wonder. How did all the sperm get here? Double D asked. Meanwhile, Wolf was drowning a hole filled and spilled with sperm. Oh, oh no! The hole I dug last week has a guy stuck in it. Johnny yelled. Why, why did you dig it in the first place? Double D asked. I had Ed dig it so I could store my hentai DVDs in it. Johnny butted in. Oh, it's Johnny, not Jimmy. I'm an idiot. Help! 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 Oh, I can't do all. Rolf yelled. Ed picked up Double D up by his collar. Double D will save you! Ed screamed, hurling Double D in the pool of semen like a dumbass. This didn't do anything to help since Double D immediately started to drown. Oh no, I can't swim in Everyone watched in horror as Double D and Rolf drowned, and no one had the stomach to save them. Well, no one except for the legendary super faggots. I mean, the totally
Fag.
spies. The spies jumped in to help. Don't worry, we're completely used to swimming in semen. The
Of course
spies
they are.
yelled. Yes. Jumping in to save Rolf and Double D. They pulled Rolf out of the sperm pool. However, Double D was close to unconscious. Oh no, he's out cold. I had to give him a resuscitatory blowjob. Alex,
I forgot about that.
Alex yelled, pulled Double D's pants down. I'll work the balls. Clover yelled, I'll film it as a YouTube tutorial. Sam added, well, don't worry, this story is going to be on YouTube. Alex began to suck at Double D's dick while Clover licked his balls, waking him up instantly. God, what are you doing to me? Double D yelled. We're resuscitating you. Hold still so we can finish waking you up. Sam replied. You're filming this? Double D. He yelled again. God, I wish that were me, Eddie. He stated. I thought you were gay. Eddie replied, all queers must disappear. And screamed. Kevin stopped beating Naz and looked at Ed slowly. I'm not queer, you faggot. You're the queer one, Kevin yelled. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Only queer guys yell that much. Clover replied angrily. Kevin quickly went dead silent and resumed his slow descent into becoming white Chris Brown.
White Chris Brown.
Instead of Chris Brown, you get Kevin White. Despite this, the erotic display was sexy enough to distract everyone from beating that Naz was receiving. Truth be told, nobody really cared anyway. Ed moaned as Alex gave him a deep throat, while Clover continued to work his balls. Sam couldn't help but fantasize about Double D while filming. This made the footage very shaky and just got good enough to be considered an artsy film. It would later go on to make 20 million on opening night. Geez, Sarah, what are those ladies doing to poor Ed? Also, what are those bulges in their pants? Girls aren't supposed to have those. I'm scared, Sarah. Jimmy asked. Don't look, Jimmy. Surrender, transgender. Sarah yelled. Rolf finally recovered and immediately got up at the sound of a person ignorant on the topic of sex. Rolf was extremely angered by this. You fool! Do you not know the difference between a bulge in a man's pants and that of a woman?
What the fuck?
Wolf screamed angrily right in Jimmy's face. Jimmy didn't respond. Instead, he pissed his pants. He didn't even start crying. He just kind of stood there. Sarah wasn't sure what to do. Jimmy was from a Christian family, so the thought of either sex or a transgender person was simply too much for him to bear. He then fainted, landing square in the huge puddle of horse sperm.
This is better than I remembered.
Wake up, Jimmy. It's okay. They're just regular girls. Jimmy didn't wake up and only slowly sank into the sperm. I'm coming. Double D yelled, blasting his load inside Alex's mouth. An angel just got its wings, Eddie. And Eddie watched Double T orgasm, but not for sexual reasons. Wait a minute. I could have made money off of this. Why didn't I think to record it? Eddie yelled. That tasted good, Alex said, swallowing Double D's cum. But
Gay.
it didn't. But it did taste like. But did it taste like buttered toast? Ed asked. Double D wheezed with exhaustion. He was so out of shape that even getting his dick zooked was exhausting to him. I'm beating up a thought, Kevin screeched. Nobody cared because Naz always refused to give them the suck. Jimmy had now sunk into the sperm, some air bubbles coming out of the puddle. No one cared except for Sarah, without the H, who was frantically searching for him. Jimmy, where are you? I should be the one covered in sperm, not you, Sarah yelled.
Fuck.
Jimmy mumbled for a few seconds, creating more air bubbles. Jimmy! Sarah yelled, jumping into the sperm pool like a dumbass. I've been violated. Double T yelled as Alex licked the cum off of her fingers. What? We were just saving your life and with mouth to cock frustration, silly, Clover replied. I like black women now. And yelled a little too loudly. I like men now. Double D yelled with a wheeze. We like men too, Clover and Alex yelled. Wait a second. He said he likes men and not women. That means his brain is still lacking oxygen, Sam yelled.
Fuck.
You're right! Triple mouth that extra saliva ball grabbing blowjob attack. Eyes all yelled. No, Mommy, I don't have any more milk. Double D said to himself before the spies jumped on him. I really was hoping that would have been Ed. Someone help me. Double T yelled upon seeing the spies about to land on his crotch. Yes, this is the moment that your life has been leading up to. Do not fight it, Ed boy, Rolf yelled, getting way too far into it. Camera! I need a camera! There's money to be made on this, Eddie yelled while rummaging through other people's houses at supersonic speed, or he was high on heroin, one of the two. But I guess there's no real telling which. Eddie had done it at last. From witnessing such amazing sex, he had attained the powers of heaven and semen instinct. Oh wait, never mind. That's just the heroin kicking in. The spies then performed their lewd, crude, and totally rude act on Double D. Clover grabbed his nutsack and started to gently massage it with her tongue. Sam and Alex, not the lion from Madagascar, you furry dickhead, frick nugget, motherfucking ass jerks, gently massaged Double D's dongus with their mouths as well.
Dongus.
Double D began to feel really good around this time. Oh wow, you girls are good at this. This is a bad after. Then their attack then began. Clover began to suck Double D's nuts like a fucking Hoover, while the other two created a metaphorical black hole from the gravity of the double suck. Double T screeched as his genitals were brutally yet pleasurably assaulted by the spies. Sam stopped sucking for a second to tell the other girls something important. He's screaming with joy. Let's suck him off even harder. Double D's eyes grew to the size of sandwich plates upon hearing this. The nerves in his genitals were already overloaded. He couldn't handle any more without totally seizing up. Please, no, Think of the children here, that being me! And he could hear the pleasurably anguished cries of Double D, and knew he had to find a video camera quickly. To his dismay, though, every house he had checked so far had nothing to record with. The only house left was Rolf's, and Eddie was terrified of minorities. Or maybe it was because of the cheap-ass heroin he had was just a syringe full of minority juice. Yes, minority juice is
Minority
a
juice.
bunch of watermelons put into a blender.
Oh man.
What'd you say, Bert?
Minority juice.
Okay. As Eddie entered the house, he dreamed of not just his lolly waifu being real. He dreamed of soaring. He dreamed of being one with the bitches and master of the hose. But he needed one thing for that dream to come true, and that thing was jawbreakers. And he began to fantasize a little too hard and felt his ding dong start to get erect. Like the statue of David, his cock was like a rock. He started to sweat while fantasizing and laid down on Rolf's couch. Did we mention that he took his pants off? Because that's important. Oh, yeah. Now my dreams will finally come true. Halali waifu by 72 virgin. 72! And Bill Cosby as my Templar ally. The excitement from Eddie's delusions of grandeur overtook him as he began to masturbate. Did we even mention that Eddie doesn't wear underwear? Because that's also important. Eddie got so into the masturbation that he started to finger his asshole. Pre-cum and ass juice started to cover the couch. No sane person would never ever use that couch again if they knew what was good for them. Just as Eddie was about to reach his climax, he was interrupted by a loud, heavily accented yelling and thumping down the stairs. "What is the meaning of this disgrace to my family's sacred couch?" Rolf yelled. As soon as Rolf interrupted Eddie, he was greeted by the surprise load of sperm to the face. Rolf got very pissed off from this. Eddie shit himself in fear, which meant he shit all over the couch. Prepare for the almighty force-shoot genital and face feeding 2-for-1 deal, Rolf yelled. He proceeded to beat the shit out of Eddie with 2 pairs of shoes. He rotated between beating Eddie's cockballs and face in perfect sync. Eddie wanted to beg for mercy, but there could be no mercy with Rolf. He then threw Eddie through the living room window. Eddie's body resembled like a rag doll in Gmod as he hit the ground with a hard thud.
Like a ragdoll in Gmod.
As he opened eyes to try to recover, all he could see was the tainted couch crashing down on top of him. Eddie was still somehow conscious, though in horrible pain. This wasn't the end, though, as Wolf walked out holding a gas can. "Only fire can cleanse the rot that you brought onto the cushion of sitting." Rolf poured gas all over the couch, make sure no spot was left unpurified. Eddie could smell the gas, but could do nothing about it. He could only accept his fate. With no gas left, Rolf pulled out a weird foreign lighter. The lighter turned into a hookah and shot fire at the couch. Within seconds, the couch was more fire than couch. And he screamed in terror, pain. He's on terror and pain as he's on fucking fire. The old couch only took a few minutes of burning before it was reduced to ash. Eddie crawled out of the ash pile looking blacker than a generic black joke. This is your punishment, Ed boy! Rolf yelled again. His fury being like that of a hurricane. Eddie began to cry with both pain and awareness. Please, Rolf, I just wanted a video camera. Eddie pleaded. Rolf suddenly perked up. Well, why did you say so, Ed boy? Here you go, Rolf said as he handed Eddie a video camera. Thanks, Eddie replied. He then crawled, hoping to avoid another beating from Rolf. Meanwhile, Double D was still getting harshly succeeded. Oh, meanwhile, Double D was still getting harshly sucked by the spies. Even a Vietnamese hooker couldn't suck as good as them. It feels too good. Someone help me. They're sucking my soul out. Double D finally busted his nut again and screamed loudly. While doing so, the spies sucking out every drop of tasty ball juice that they could. And Eddie finally managed to crawl his way back into the scene, video camera in hand. Oh man, I'm going to make so much money off of this. Hearing Eddie's comment, the spies suddenly got very suspicious. Why the hell do you want money from that, you fucking kike? Alex asked. After all, black women were notorious for anti-Semitism.
It's anti-Semitism.
Oh, anti-Semitism. Oh. I just read that wrong. Oh my god. Please tell me that was a good one. The spies looked at him with death glares. Eddie knew that whatever was about to happen would end very badly for him. Okay, I'll give you guys or gals, depending on whatever you'll have, a penis. 20%, Eddie yelled. The spies saw through his Jewish lies. They knew he worked for CNN. They just replied with a Sasuke-style death glare. Want $1? Eddie said, pulling out $1. The spies responded by dragging him by his feet in the middle of the cul-de-sac and beating the living shit out of him for everyone to see. Eddie laid beaten and battered on the ground, despite his inner Jew telling him not to. Eddie decided to give Double D a bigger cut. 50%, is that good? The spies gave him very sinister smiles. Oh no! More than that. Before Eddie could respond, the spies dragged him to a house. Have you ever heard of cock and ball torture? Culver asked, clearly turned on. Eddie gulped as if he had just witnessed his dad undoing his belt. No! No! Eddie yelled as the spies drug him into the house. Before they shut the door, Alex gave everyone on the cul-de-sac death glares. They all wished that the horse sperm had never made the spies go mad with sexual power, or whatever the fuck is making them act like sexual abominations. Alex continued to stare as she slowly closed the door. While this was happening, Ed was attending retard school. Ironic as it was, he was currently in sex education. And that was just chapter 1.
See, now you can see like why this is like my favorite story that he's ever made.
That's just chapter 1. I don't even want to ask about what you guys think of chapter 1.
It was amazing, dude. This brought back so many memories. You should have seen like the writing process of this, because we did this on a fucking Discord call in like a day.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this one's a short chapter. Chapter 2. Reader discretion advised. Torture, trauma, and genital thunder.
Genital thunder.
Summary: cock and ball torture. CBT. Alex, Sam, and Clover have only begun their dirty game of persistent genital agony. And as Eddie was tied to a table, the spies would play God with his dick and balls. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And
What's
as
You made
God
an
created
actual
man,
John 3:16 reference with no memes in it?
he rather weak and break them and their genitals. So shall it be written in the holy book of buttered toast? No, there's jokes. Alex said, as she then closed her Bible dramatically, a loud clap echoing throughout the town. The spies then performed an epic stripper panty and stocking style transformation, going into their best latex bondage porno outfits. I love that sentence already. Though these were some cheap hookers. These were advanced hookers. Nice SpongeBob reference. Alex, Sam, you two go make sure Sugar Daddy Double D is satisfied. I'll take the first turn torturing Eddie. We'll all rotate until he breaks, Clover said with a yandere face. No of the Doki Doki girls had shit on this hoe. Sam and Alex gleefully ran outside, as Clover was greeted by Eddie pleading for her not to do any harm to him. Please stop. I'm a virgin and a bleeder, Eddie screeched like a terrified ape. Good, Clover very creepily said. Eddie knew one thing.
Terrified ape.
Eddie knew one thing for certain at this point. Hoes are crazy. Hoes are crazy. Clover attached a rope up to Eddie's nuts and held her grappling hook in her hands. She readied her throwing arm, as she had practiced for the major leagues as a wee lass. Eddie's eyes opened a little, stopping his brace for impending pain. What are you going to do with that? Eddie yelled. Without a word, Clover began to throw the grappling hook. I'm a minor! Smile! Stop!
Minor smile reference.
Eddie screeched. Clover shot the hook out the window, the rope yanking on Eddie's nuts. Eddie screamed in pain, feeling like his crown jewels were being ripped apart. You ready to give Devil D 80%? Clover asked. Eddie's eyes shot open. 80%? Are you insane? Have it your way.
I'm a minor. Stop.
I'm a minor. Stop.
I love how they say that in the show all the fucking time.
Clover walked outside, leaving Eddie with his swollen nuts. He wasn't alone for long, though, as Sam walked in. She had a look of complete frustration on her face. You fucking asshole! Thanks to you, Alex got her mouth filled with cum. All I have to come over here and punish you. Sam went right up to Eddie's swollen nuts and repeatedly punched his sensitive nuts. Eddie's eyes filled with tears as each punch delivered more pain. With little Sugarshine Molisi and a little Muhammad Ali, she pummeled Eddie's poor nutsack with the fury of 1,000 hurricanes. Uncle, please, 70%, 70. Clover said nothing and continued punching. Eddie pleaded and begged, but Clover refused to stop. This continued for 5 minutes until Clover finally let up. 70% is not good enough. Also, is that supposed to be Sam though?
Maybe. We've probably got him confused a few times.
I'm about to say that because Clover left. But all right. Clover went. I'm just going to assume that she went back in supersonic speed just to punch him again, just to punch his nuts again. Clover
in character.
Clover walked out and slammed the door shut. Eddie used this brief time to cry to himself. His balls had already been through the worst pain of their lives. The worst part, though? Yeah, so far. The worst part, though, he knew it wasn't the end yet. Alex happily walked up to the house, already proud of the load she got for Double D. I should make this quick. Can't leave Sam and Clover alone with Double D for too long. I know I can make him come again. Alex was in a relatively happy, yet still ever so sadistic mood. She grabbed a bundle of mouse traps from the garage and went in to see Eddie. Hey there, Jew boy, you ready for some more punishment? Alex yelled. I'm not Jewish, I swear. I'm just very, very greedy, Alex. Oh, Eddie yelled, still in pain. His eyes turned to the size of dinner plates as he saw Alex's bundle of mousetraps. What are you going to do to me? Eddie screamed. You're asking the world a full...
greedy.
You're asking the world a faulty question while I carry a not so faulty weapon. Your question should be, what am I not going to do to you? Eddie looked on in shock as Alex placed a mousetrap square on his ding-dong, one on his left butt and one to grow on from his right nut. If you thought that last method hurt, this one would be excruciating, Alex said. She set off the traps, getting a cartoonish bellow of pain from Eddie. My nuts! My nuts! This wasn't the end, though. As Alex put up another trap to the head of Eddie's penis, he didn't notice this, as he was in way too much pain. Alex decides to get his attention. You know, Eddie looked down at her, and his eyes immediately turned to the size of bowling balls. There's a reason it is called cock and ball torture. Snap. Eddie screamed. Alex gave more than a few smacks to the traps and rustled it around, increasing the pain Eddie was enduring. She would have loved to stay longer, but the thought of getting another load from Double D was too much for her. She couldn't possibly resist. Well, I already know what you're going to say, something like 75% or something, so Clover is going to come back in. Okay, bye! Eddie couldn't even begin to try to respond. The pain was too much. By the way, Clover won't be happy, Alex quickly said before closing the door. Clover kicked the door down, looking extremely pissed off. Look, she came back supersonic speeds again. Who's ready for pee-hole torture? Clover yelled, pulling out a skinny metal coat hanger. She bent it so the metal was shaped in a straight line. Oh, it's much worse than you're thinking, Clover yelled, with an evil look on her face. She pulled out a lighter and began snickering crazily, lighting the former half of the hanger until it was bright red. Eddie was about to feel like he was in hell. Oh wait, he basically was. Without a second thought, she shoved the red-hot coat hanger up Eddie's urethra, shoving the hanger up and down. Clover put Eddie's penis through hell and back. Oh God! Stop! It burns! It burns! Eddie screamed. And now for that ass. Clover yelled. My ass? Eddie looked down to see that he was literally about to get a pull up his butt. As Clover
no.
was playing pool, she shoved the rod up his rear like a groundhog. Yes, a groundhog.
Yes, a groundhog.
Oh! The pole hit Eddie's prostate, causing him to have an ass orgasm as he was still screamed in pain. Clover
An
pulled
assgasm.
an assgasm. Clover pulled the pole out, satisfied with her job as a mistress. I think my work here is done. Sam, you mind taking over? Sam came into the room, wearing full-out SWAT armor. Oh, for what the fuck is this? Eddie yelled. Sam set up some targets next to Eddie's nutsack and pulled out a semi-automatic weapon. I have experience from House of the Dead, bitch boy. You ready for the rubber gun trainee ritual? Sam asked. She took cover behind a mattress and pulled up a chip full of rubber bullets. I'm begging you, stop, Eddie yelled. Didn't Double D once ask you to stop as well, but you did anyway. You used him for a scam, Sam replied. Before Eddie could respond, Sam shot him in the nuts with a rubber bullet, and Eddie's face scrunched up. Then after a few seconds, he finally released a deafening screech of genital-related agony. And now it's time for the torture, Sam said with a smile. Sam's gun let out a pop, 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 pop. Eddie howling in pain with each shot. After a few more magazines and much screaming, Sam realized she had no more bullets left. Oh, rats, I'm out of ammo. Alex, babe, it's your turn, Sam said with a smirk. Alex came inside with a weapon of mass destruction. Hey, Jew boy, want some gamer girl bathwater?
Oh boy.
Alex
Yeah.
asked with a smile of pure evil. This time, Eddie didn't scream in pain, but in pure terror. Keep that stuff away from me! You're crazy! Get away! And Alex held the container up to Eddie's mouth. Oh, I'm crazy, am I? I'll show you crazy, Alex yelled. Okay, okay, you can have 80%. Just stop! Alex, Eddie said, beginning to cry like a during panel. 90%. Eddie didn't even consider
90%.
rejecting this new deal. Okay, okay, 90%. Just don't hurt me anymore. Okay, but only because you now know that I can use this on you if you go against us again. Eddie gave a sigh of relief. At least for now, his torment was over. He just as he was about to celebrate, though, Alex started to pour gas all over Eddie. Hey, what the? Are you? No! Alex had a match in her hand and dropped it on Eddie. He went up in flames. Alex ran out of the house. Outside, she saw that Double D had passed out for all the orgasms. Oh no, looks like Double D is ready for a nap. Clover pulled Double D's dick out of her mouth to respond. You're right, let's get him to bed, like good housewives would. The girls daydreamed about being Daddy Double D's housewives and servants for his little Double D for a moment. Before taking him to his house. Everyone else in the cul-de-sac was more focused on the smoke coming out of the house Eddie was in. Finally, Eddie ran out screaming while in a blaze, freaking everyone out. Let us ignore the autistic one, fellow shepherds, Rolf said way too calmly. Dorks! Kevin yelled from a distance, unbeknownst to the dorks and Kevin alike. The retard school was on a manhunt. Ed had broken out and was on a quest for revenge against Kevin.
Dorks.
Dorks! Think of chapter 2. That was chapter 2.
Yep, that was interesting.
That was a big chapter.
Guys, so
So Scarlett
Yeah,
posted all those
Too
things.
late for the Polo thing. We're really into this now.
What?
What? Nani?
What'd you say, Minor?
Oh, that was the same line to something Sue said.
Oh. Okay.
all right, this should be the final. This should be like the final post I'll make of sharing whoever I know in there.
All right. Well, what you got?
And finally, I should be done.
Holy shit. Okay, chapter 3. Jesus fucking Christ. Summary, please don't sue us, Pope Francis. Double D woke up to hear church bells and Ed poorly singing a chorus. Oh, holy buttered toast, which represents our combined minds and souls. Let the butter on your cooked bread represent the sperm of Jesus. And preached. Dressed up in an old church outfit. Said church outfit was a pair of assless chaps.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, I drew that.
Yes, you did, actually. You actually did.
Double D tried to move, only to discover that he was tied to a cross and wearing nothing but a loincloth, a very itchy crown of thorns, and a $2.99 fake beard. He looked around and realized he was in Eddie's room. May the 3 fragments of God's heart bless you all, oh holy buttered toast, this chicken in my underpants, and Rolf's pet goat Victor, and preached.
Oh God, I know what's happening.
A chicken squawked and ran out of Ed's pant leg. Ed, stop singing about buttered toast, Eddie screamed, like a mother asking to see the manager. Okay, like a Karen. That is a buttery sin, Eddie. As if on cue, lightning came through an open window. Eddie was lit up with a fury of 10 million weed stashes, lighting him up like a disturbing sparkler. No, Mr. Cosby. No, Mr. Cosby, I do not kill Kennedy, Eddie said, cartoonishly dizzy. He slapped himself awake and letting off a resonating screech. Hey, sockhead! Tell your Bible butt buddy there's there to stop singing, Eddie yelled. I've been violated enough already. I don't want to test Ed's homosexuality too, Double D yelled. Silence! Here comes the Virgin Mary! The spies said in unison, revealing themselves to be wearing cave girl outfits. Oh no, the scientific prowess of pentology is my biggest turn on. Double D yelled. Hey, what's with the lewd cave women get up? I thought you girls were supposed to be nuns. Eddie yelled. The spies replied with a stern look, shutting Eddie up immediately. I'm sorry. Please, I won't question you again, the spies smiled. Donning skimpy loincloths and small bras, the spies set off to unvirginate Double D's Christian cock. Double D was about to beg for mercy, but remembered that lightning had struck through an open window. To his horror, Rolf was watching through the window with a really weird look on his face. Eddie, do something! Double D yelled. Ed turned to look at a stolen Taco Bell menu and shrugged. Rape is not a
Studio
sin.
IRL.
Rape is Rape is not a sin in the Book of Toast, Double D. The Ed replied, at least close the window so nobody can see. Double D yelled again. Meanwhile, Rolf was getting more and more turned on by the sight in front of him. What goes on in Suckhead Ed Boy's House of Thoughty? Will Rolf have to use his little meaty friend once more today? Rolf said, climbing up Eddie's window. No way, Sockhead. It'll get way too hot in here. And he yelled, isn't that the point? Clover asked. Hello, Ed Boys. Many windows, yes? Will said as he stood on the windowsill. Eddie! Double D yelled, pipe down, Sockhead. I got the camera ready. Ah, what the hell, Rolf? Eddie yelled as he noticed Rolf's giant cock hanging out. Rolf's meaty warrior requires nourishment, Ed Boy. Care to watch as Wolf delivers the almighty shepherd's beating to his meat? Wolf asked. Do something, Eddie, for the love of all that is holy. Double D yelled. Rolf began to beat his meat at speeds previously thought impossible. Fapping butter goes best with 3 cups of window seal, and replied, grabbing hold of the window, and slammed the window down on Rolf's wiener, inflicting a scream of pain, and looked as Rolf was singing opera from the other side of the soundproof glass. Double D breathed a sigh of relief. Thank you, Eddie. You're welcome, Sockhead. Now let's get this porno started. He yelled as he
This
whipped
shit
out
gets funny fast. I'm gonna let you know right now. This gets funny and fast.
as he whipped out the video camera. Wait, oh no! Double T growled, remembering what was in store for him. All right, girls, initiate the triple sexy milking technique we worked on. Clover ordered. Oh boy, all the practicing we did on Double D will finally pay off. Double D was scared, but also confused. What do you mean, you practiced on me? Sam looked up at him while the other two pulled his loincloth off. Don't worry, we practiced while you were asleep. Ed assisted with top-tier recording equipment. Eddie! Double D screeched, about to be violated once more. Ejaculation, the butter of life, Ed exclaimed. Eddie got pissed off at Ed as usual. Ed, will you quit preaching about butter? He yelled. Ed shook his head with disappointment. This is your second sin, Eddie. I advise that you do not disrespect the butter again, Ed replied. The response only angered Eddie more because Eddie could reply. However, the hairs on his head spontaneously caught on fire. Oh, why do I keep getting set on fire? Eddie yelled in fiery pain. Eddie quickly put the fire out with his hands. Though he didn't have much hair, the damage done to his head was very visible. The punishment is not over yet, Eddie. You must learn the hard way now, Ed replied. Huh? Music can be faintly heard. Music can be faintly heard in the distance. All of a sudden, a group of Templars kicked open the door, Christian metal blasting as they broke in. Before Eddie could scream with surprise, they started beating the shit out of him. The spies, and especially Double D, were very surprised, but Sam got an idea. Hey guys, since our friend, quote unquote, is getting beaten up, we'll just have to suck the miracle juice out of the Jesus cock. I hope that in hopes that Jesus will help our friend heal up nicely, Alex added. I'm in terrible pain, he yelled. A Templar riding a horse ran in, beginning to trample Eddie. The trampling wasn't meant to go on as long as it did, but the horse didn't want to stop. Even the horses didn't like him now. Take that, you fucking Turks, you fucking heathen! The horse yelled. The Templars struggled to control him for a bit, so they just let the horse do its thing. Since when did horses talk? I don't know, but Double D's got a horse-sized cock, Sam replied. Actually, my cock is not the size of a horse's. It's only 5.6 inches. That being the average size for a Canadian man. Double D commented. You're so smart, Double D. Now share that wisdom with us, Alex said as she reached for Double D's Double D. Eddie ran for his life from the horse, but still had time to get pissed off. It's Jesus, not Double D, Eddie yelled. The holy butter clearly dictates that is, in fact, Jesus, not this Double D of which you speak. Now get to the sex time, Ed yelled. The horse chased Eddie out of the room. The rest of the Templars followed behind. Now then, prepare yourself, my lord, the spies said at once, beginning to suck Double D. I mean, Jesus, this cock and balls. Someone help me, I'm being violated, Double D yelled, ignoring the loud Double D, Jesus, please for help. The spies continued to slurp and suck. I feel funny, guys, Double D said half drunkenly, letting out a moan as the spies deep-throated his holy meat. Clover didn't take her mouth off of his cock until he finally came. She happily slurped down the cum, making sure no cum accidentally dripped out. With one last gulp, she finally let off the cock. Now we have to ride the lightning! Oh god, Alex yelled. She stroked Double D's cock until it was hard again, then rode him cowgirl style, grabbing onto the back of the cross to prop her up. It's high noon, Double D, Ed said with a stupid laugh. After a short while of screaming and moaning, Double D came inside Alex. Alex hopped off his cock and smiled as she felt his sperm leaking out. Now it's my turn, Sam yelled. Putting on a cowboy hat, she bent over and slammed her asshole onto Double D's cock as if it was being mounted. This feels weird, Double D screeched. You must fuck her in the ass, for she is showing her love to Jesus, said preached. Loud clapping and slapping could be heard echoing across the house as Sam began to disseminate the Savior's dick via rectal pleasure. Stop it, for the love of humanity, Double D said, holding in more sperm. For the love of humanity, you must... What?
I think Scarlet left.
Oh, did he leave?
Sad.
Damn it! Sorry, I'm playing multiverses.
Oh, okay.
No.
At least you're
Trust me,
occupied. At least you're occupied. That's good.
No. I'm still listening. I'm just trying to let you read.
Making us bear your children, Sam yelled. You must run away after this, Double D, for those holy thoughts be willing, Ed exclaimed.
Wildin'.
Oh, that's Wylan. Okay. Ed pulling out a giant
Wildin'.
organ to play a Christian orchestra on. Ah, Sam yelled with pleasure as Double D shot another load inside of her. She slowly pulled her butt off of his dick as there was one more spy who wanted the Lord's meaty redemption. As if God had planned it on himself, Ed perfectly timed a blast of organ music to Double D's organism. Double D passed out like clockwork. Eddie returned. Eddie slammed the door behind him, having finally escaped the horse's Christian fury. Ed, stop with the stupid butter music and help get these Templars out of my yard. In the meantime, the Templars were having a barbecue. They figured they doled out enough justice for one day. Tisk tisk, Eddie. That's strike 3. You know what happens now. Ed replied and realized he fucked up. With a flash of light, the butter god came crashing through the rooftop.
Oh.
She or he
Charlie
looked
came back.
oddly like
Okay.
Astolfo from the Fate series. Butter
Sorry, my
Astolfo's
internet's down.
eyes. Butter
I thought you left.
Astolfo's eyes glowed glowed crimson red with bloody rage. You have sinned, my child. Prepare to feel the pain of the world's rectal catastrophe. Butter Astolfo said, taking its clothes off to reveal a massive horse-like cock. Eddie tried to run away, but Butter Astolfo caught him by his collar. Oriada, Butter Astolfo said in weeb speak, teleporting itself and Eddie into the bathroom. Butter Astolfo bent Eddie over and forcefully and shoved its buttery cock into his anus.
Oh no.
Eddie cried out for mercy, even though he knew he would get none. The sounds of Eddie's pained screaming gave Alex an idea. Let's record this and send it to shemailtube.com. We have just enough room in the camera storage, Alex said loudly. The rest of the spies and Ed nodded in agreement and rushed to the bathroom to film Eddie's ass torture. I'm a virgin! Stop! Eddie yelled. Not anymore, the Butter Astolfo replied. Butter Astolfo thrust itself inside Eddie's anus harder and harder until finally the butter of life squirted all over his intestines.
The butter of life.
Butter Astolfo pulled its dick out and stretched with satisfaction. Please do not do this again. You know what will happen, I assume, Butter Astolfo said. The spy stopped recording and all laughed. This was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Clover exclaimed. Yeah, we should make Eddie our butt slut more often. Alex replied. Not tomorrow, fellas. I have a date with ministry. Ed yelled, blasting the organ once more. Eddie laid on the ground, utterly defeated and losing consciousness. As the spies and Ed were walking out of the door, Alex realized she had forgotten something very important. She rushed back into the house and bitch-kicked Eddie in the crotch for good measure. Then she grabbed Double D's unconscious body and took him home. To be continued, lewdly and crudely.
Rudely
Oh
and
boy.
crudely.
What's chapter 4? Fuck, I don't remember. Wait, is that WWE in your pants? Hold on, let me look.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
God, you have to read that
how
one.
much are we gonna read of this?
All of it.
What now?
I mean, it would probably take like 20 hours to read everything.
Yeah.
To be
Uh,
fair,
Scarlet
it's
wants
all.
to get
To be
paid, so-
fair, we're already 3 chapters in, and we're already in an hour.
Yeah, it's actually going a lot faster than I thought it would.
But now there's gonna be like 19 more chapters, right? Isn't there like 22 of them?
I think
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 more.
21 actually, but yes.
Lord.
Yeah. Anyways, I finished my thing. Anyways. Well,
Yeah, I know. You probably should have you probably should have done that before doing this. I thought you had already posted the images when I got on, and I was like, oh,
I was like of doing it in the call. Now I had to like go to the other channel and scroll all the fuck way. I'll make it like a pin checkpoint for you then.
yeah, you know what? I can just pin it. What am I doing?
Yeah,
let me start
yeah,
with-
you could just do that, and
Hold on, where should I? Oh yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't even pin it. So
You know what? I can pin it. Don't worry about it. I will.
reply to that.
you got it.
Yeah. So begin here then.
Wait, begin where? Wait, I didn't say I was doing it right now. I was going to read the next chapter first.
Is there saving it for another time or?
Nope.
No, I was just going to read the next chapter first. The thing is, like, we had already started this when you first fucking brought this up, and I was just like,
Are you sure you want to do this, man?
no, you gotta read the next chapter. It's fucking like, it's great. You gotta trust me.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Okay. Chapter 4, WWE in your pants. I can just imagine. Oh wait, I've read this. Summary. Oh yeah, it's time to get sticky and messy in the ring tonight. Things get lewd and crude. Hours later, Double D awoke to being naked, lying in a makeshift wrestling ring. He jumped up as he heard a deafening hype montage play. At first, he thought he was stuck in an Ali Fortnite Let's Play. But he was very wrong. All right, Double D, are you ready to do some pounding? Clover yelled, wearing a wrestling mask with a skimpy leotard. In this corner, the blonde bombshell, Eddie yelled, revealing himself as the announcer. I hope you're ready for my special move, Double D. I'm guarantee it's going to leave you breathless. Clover meant this very literally. She dove on top of Double D and wrestled him to the ground into a 69 position. Hey, get off of me, you crazy! Double D yelled, Clover putting his balls in a headlock using her mouth. Hey, this match hasn't even started yet, Sam yelled, pulling Clover off of Double D. Now the match starts, Sam yelled. Clover bitch slapped Sam across the ass cheeks. Back off! Don't make me look your pussy, Clover screamed. Don't make me French kiss your asshole, Sam yelled. Clover blushed a bit, then grabbed her by the titty and pulled her aside. The two proceeded to have a lesbian argument. Sex? Yay? Question mark. Ah, finally, a moment of peace, Double D yelled, zing a very muscular, naked Alex. Why are you naked? And why are you so in shape? Double D asked, screamed. His question was drowned out by a very loud rendition of the Pillar Man theme. Yeah, what's going on? This wasn't in the... Before Eddie could finish, Alex cut him off. Oh my god, fucking shut the fuck up, Eddie. Do we have to torture you again? Eddie was silent and slowly made his way to the announcer table. Ed was in one of the seats, still dressed up in his butter toast priest outfit. Ed, you're supposed to be the announcer, Eddie yelled. Eddie was very annoyed by this. Ed! I told you we need to stay in character for Double D's pornos. It's already hard enough dealing with these stupid bimbos. The spies then got very pissed off. Oh god. Alex pressed her finger against Eddie's chest. What the fuck did you fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated the top of my class in the Navy SEALs. And I've been involved in numerous secret raids of the Al Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I am the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces.
You're dead, kiddo.
You're nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with my precision, the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words, Alex said, getting more angry with Eddie by the second. Eddie stared in absolute fear. I didn't mean it. I'm just sick of buttered toast. Alex didn't respond and just simply threw him out of the ring. He landed headfirst on the announcer table, stunning him. No, and Frank, I didn't put my penis in the peanut butter candy, he said as he stood back up. With Eddie taken care of, Alex directed her attention back to Double D. Sam and Clover, on the other hand, continued their very, very angry lesbian argument. Muscle pussy attack, Alex yelled, headlocking Double D out of nowhere. Oh, what are you doing? Double D yelled, as Pussy started to cover her face. I'm cutting your oxygen off, silly. It will make your orgasm so much better. Alex then turned around and did a 69 position, turning her attention to Double D's penis. She squeezed his balls while beginning to suck his dick. Hey, he's not getting hard, Eddie yelled. That tends to happen when you have as many orgasms as Double D has, Ed commented. You're not supposed to be the smart one here, Ed, Eddie yelled, feeling kind of insecure from Ed's random burst of intelligence. Well, I can fix that right up. I swiped some Viagra from good old Kevin 11, Alex said, as she pulled out a pill bottle and force-fed Double D a few tablets. I took some of those once, Double D. My pants wiener still has not gone down, Ed commented with a stupid laugh. Oh, that was Ed. I thought that was Alex. Alex began playing with Double D's Double D again, making him grunt with guilty pleasure. Well, folks, it looks like Eddie suddenly noticed Sam and Clover's lesbian argument was escalating even more. You stupid bitch, you orgasmed right in my mouth. That's fucking gay, Sam yelled as she continued to finger Clover. You're getting mad at me? You're the one you just urinated all over my hand, and now I have to look it up. Hey, what are you two doing in the corner? No one wants to see lesbian all of a sudden. Eddie's eyes turned into dollar signs. And in this corner, lesbian wrestling, Eddie yelled, focusing the camera on Sam and Clover. It's a clean match, Sam. Just you. Eddie. Eddie exclaimed as Sam and Clover began pissing on each other. Girls are weird, Eddie. Their pink helmeted warriors are on the inside. And added, no one wants to see this gross stuff. Back to the. Oh wow, little Double D went double doo-doo in his double diaper. Alex commented, and he was rendered speechless. Uh-oh, looks like she used poopy whoopy diaper move on Double D. That's what ended the Rock's wrestling career. Ed commented. After remaining silent for a few more moments, Eddie started to turn red. What the hell? Why can't we just have a normal porno without things turning weird? I'm sorry, Eddie, but only one person knows who's the way of buttered toast, Ed commented. Where is he? I can't see him, and stop talking about your stupid buttered toast. Yeah, Eddie yelled, getting more frustrated.
Don't talk shit about buttered toast again.
Suddenly, a deafening noise surrounded the ring. And his name is John Cena. A random announcer yelled, John Cena, then rushed into the ring wearing a butter toast themed t-shirt and nothing else. But oh! Cena yelled, pile driving Eddie into the announcer table. And stop him! Eddie pleaded. Sorry, Eddie, but you know what happens when you insult butter toast. Cena proceeded to pick Eddie up and knee him in the stomach. Before Eddie could even think about recovering, John Cena slammed his knee into Eddie's face, giving the boys reminders of his fish battle with Rolf. Wow, I haven't seen John Cena worked up since that time someone switched his ball of cream with ball steroids.
Ball steroids.
Ball steroids.
Jerry the King Lawler commented, random sitting next to Ed. What the hell are ball steroids? Eddie yelled. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! Jerry yelled.
Watch out.
As John Cena flipped backward and slammed Eddie on his head. Oh! I must say, Jerry, Eddie kinda deserves this from insulting butter toast, Ed added. You said it, Ed, and look there. Gina just... Oh, the executioner! Jerry commented as Cena headlocked Eddie and smashed him flat. Please stop, Ed yelled. Cena grabbed him by the ankles and spun him around, slamming him into the side of the ring as Eddie dizzily got on his feet. Cena got ready to do his finisher. Oh, look, Ed, look, he's going for the attitude adjustment! Jerry yelled, sounding like he was ready to orgasm. And that very moment, John Cena lifted Eddie over his shoulders and slammed him as hard as he could on the ground below. The slam was so hard that Eddie went crashing through the ring. That's it. This match is over. John Cena is going to WrestleMania. Jerry yelled, orgasming all over the destroyed announcer table. I knew he would win. He is a follower of buttered toast after all, Ed added. John Cena walked around his ring with a very proud look on his face. Ed, he had stopped moving, but he's probably still alive. Definitely. Well, Ed, that was one hell of a match. Now let's see how Alex and Double D are doing. The camera cut to a massive scar orgy. The spies force-feeding Double D laxatives. Loosen those bowels. Loosen. Ah! Alex yelled. The soccer moms would be very upset with this, Jerry, Ed said with a stupid laugh. Eddie would have commented, but he was too appalled and unconscious. Baby Double D's diaper wiper is full. Out it goes. Alex said as she tossed a full diaper on Eddie's head. The smell woke Eddie up, making him scream with fear as shit got all over him. What the hell? Ah! And he then passed out from a lack of oxygen. Remember, kids, don't scream for too long. John Cena vomited on himself with pure disgust. Y'all are freaks. I'm getting out of here. Cena yelled as he ran out of the ring and house. The WWE has taken a very weird turn lately. Jerry said. I don't know, Jerry. My pants wiener still hasn't gone down. As a matter of fact, it is bigger now, Ed added. Jerry didn't respond and simply watched as Clover delivered a pussy driver to Sam, knocking her out. Oh, we forgot. There was a third fight going on, Jerry yelled. This fight is my pants wiener's favorite one, Jerry, Ed said with a bulge in his pants. The camera pans over to a completely naked and piss-covered Clover heroically standing over Sam's defeated and juice-covered body. Just as Clover was about to make a victory speech, a familiar voice can be heard. Hey, dorks! A very pissed off Kevin yelled. I know you stole my Viagra! Kevin yelled again, this time pointing at the spies. What? Little stealing such lewd things? Clover said with a shrug. Whatever! You dorks are even worse than that dingus Double D! Kevin shouted, speeding away on his bike. Clover and Alex got very mad from Double D being insulted. What the fuck did he just say about our man? Clover and Alex said simultaneously. Well, folks, Kevin just made the worst decision imaginable, Jerry commented. In the name of butter toast, Kevin shall be punished from the forces of good. Ed exclaimed. We have to get that little fucker now, Clover said with a grimace. Yeah, but first, we need to play porno puppets with Double D and Sam's unconscious bodies. I'll stick my fingers in Sam and he can use her as a ventriloquist sex doll, Alex added. Alex scooped up their bodies and carried them inside for some fun time. Clover giggled like a schoolgirl as she followed behind with the camera. Well, folks, thanks for watching another exciting episode. Oh, wait, John Cena was my ride home. How am I going to get out of here? Jerry the King pondered. That's good.
The next chapter is double length.
The next chapter is double length.
It's almost as big as Double D's cock. It's called the batch of cluts
in the nuts. Summary. Kevin is about to have not good time. Kevin felt a very real sense of unease as he rode home. I don't know why, but those fem dorks give me the shivers. I'm just glad to be home. Kevin walked up to his house and very slowly locked the door, as he was very afraid, as he should be. Kevin swore he had heard Friday the 13th music as he locked the door. Meanwhile, Alex and Clover were hosting a ventriloquist show. Clover had her fist and hand up Sam's vagina, using gadgets to work her limbs in every direction. I guess you could say I am a very wooden actor, Clover mimicked. Alex was doing the same thing for Double D, except she didn't have her hand up his ass. They would never violate Double D in that way unless they thought for sure he was gay. If you are not made of wood, then you're made out of flesh. Now slurp my pee-pee, Alex mimicked. Suddenly Sam woke up. She quickly realized something was wrong. Hey, where Where am I? And why do you have your hands up my butt and vajayjay? I mean, hey, you're not the first person we molested in their sleep, Alex replied. Zip-a-da-bop-a-da-bop-bop, Clover yelled, dancing like the Cosby Show intro. Sam had no good argument against this, so she didn't respond. Yeah, we're just playing a bit of Porno Puppets before we enact our revenge against Kevin for insulting Double D, Clover added. Sam was about to respond, but she had a question. What was this about Double D? Sam asked. That bastard Kevin insulted him and called him stupid, Alex yelled. Sam's right eye started to twitch. Let's ghost that motherfucker like Danny Phantom's second cousin. Sam yelled, rushing to get clothes on. What? Alex asked. I don't know. Let's just get the fucker. Kevin was very on edge in his house, holed up in his room. He knew something bad was going to happen. The spies had cut a hole through Kevin's rooftop were entering the living room, FBI style. Kevin's mom saw them. Kevin's mom ran across the living room screaming, only to be tackled and tased by Clover. She then tied up Kevin's mom, hoping for some super fun milfy time later. I'm into lesbian stuff too, you know. Yeah, I just went there. I'm fucking your son's mom, Clover yelled maniacally. Who are you people? Kevin's mom yelled. Kevin's dad came downstairs holding a beer. All of a sudden, he noticed a lesbian brawl between his wife and three wrecked out lesbian latex cis bros. I'm too drunk for this shit, Kevin's dad said to himself. Out of nowhere, Sam pepper sprayed Kevin's dad and pile drove him into the wall. Sam, be careful. Those guys aren't black, you know, Clover commented. So Alex very slowly looked over with disgust. Before Alex could start calling Clover any racial slurs, Sam pulled out a PP-2000. Hey, Kevin Hart, get the fuck out of here before I Sandy Hook your motorcycle, Sam yelled. Kevin got PTSD from hearing this. He already endured the Uzi in the classroom incident. He couldn't handle another shooting. Regardless, this was hypocritical, as he was very used to shooting loads on Naz's face. As Alex pulled Kevin's motorcycle in from the garage, Clover suddenly went fucking berserk and ripped the weapon out of Sam's hands, putting the entire clip into Kevin's bike. Alex got very angry at Clover for this. You stupid bitch. We were supposed to threaten Kevin with that. I have a lot of pent-up stress, okay? Besides, no way he's coming down on his own. He's not that stupid, Clover replied. Kevin let out a loud gasp upon seeing his, holy bike. You gigadorks, Kevin yelled. That's not even a word, Sam yelled. Kevin didn't respond. He just screeched with rage and threw a punch at Clover. Sam wasn't having any of that shit. Oh, hell nah, queer boy. Sam pulled her pepper spray can out and pointed it directly at Kevin's face. Kevin froze up almost instantly upon noticing the spray. Wait, no! Not the face! Kevin yelled while covering his face. The girls exchanged evil smiles. Whatever you say, Kevin, the spies creepily said in unison. Clover pulled his pants open. While Sam got ready to spray, Kevin instinctively tried to hit them away, but Alex grabbed his hand before he could. Say fuck! Sam struck.
Oh my god.
Sam struck the can close to Kevin's crotch and sprayed, getting pepper spray all over his balls and penis. Kevin squirmed around and yelled like a chimpanzee, accidentally wedging the can up his ass. Pepper spray then got sprayed inside his anus, lifting a scream of pain. Dorks! Kevin then yanked the rest of his clothes and ran around the room screaming. Oh my god, why didn't we think to stick the spray can up his ass sooner? Clover gleefully asked. Hey, he's getting away! Sam yelled. Thinking quickly, Alex hurled the can of pepper spray at Kevin's swollen, easy targetable, low-hanging nuts. Kevin went down instantly and started clutching his crotch in pain. Dorks! The strike to his nuts caused him to lose his footing and fell to the ground below. Sam rushes up and kicked him in the nuts again for good measure. Doinks! Kevin wheezed again. Alex and Clover grabbed Kevin by his ankles and dragged him to the center of the living room. Sam stepped down his nuts and gave him the other 2 orders. Clover, I need you to go and grab Kevin's nicest clothes and bring them here. She pushed out on Kevin's nuts a little harder and turns her head towards Alex. Dorks! Alex, sweetie, I need you to set up the tickle machine. Kevin's eyes widened. Tickle machine? Tickle machine? What are you stupid femdorks gonna do to me? Robotic arms suddenly swept Kevin down to a bed-like device. Alex yanked his shoes off. The robotic machine dressed up Kevin in girly clothes and converted itself into a chair. The spies would now play bondage fun time with Kevin. Kavina.
Kavina.
Alex struck a pair of DD fake tits to Kevin's chest. She gave a thumbs up for a sign of completion. Clover and Sam pulled out a pair of feathers and began tickling Kevin's feet. Oh no! Stop! I'm ticklish! Kevin yelled. The spies tickled him for a few minutes, but then Alex got kind of a gross idea. She kneeled next to Kevin's feet and began licking them. Stop! Kevin yelled, pissing all over himself from the ticklish feeling. He could hear his foot door open. He can hear his front door open. Sorry, the foot stuff got me carried away and read that as foot instead of front.
Foot.
Door open and had an idea on who it was. He looked at the front door to see Naz staring at him with a nauseous and traumatized expression. Naz, I'm not gay, Kevin yelled. The spies all burst out into laughter. Clover pulled out of Kevin's nice clothes and started laughing even harder. Naz has seen enough and left as fast as she could. Before Kevin could cry out again, Clover got his attention by slapping him in the face. Hey, Kevin, I'll wipe all that pee up for you. Well, wait, hey, what? Hey, not me! Kevin was too late as Clover started to wipe the pee up. Did little but old Kevin Wevin got pee in his diaper? Clover said in baby talk. Come on, little gay Kevin Wevin. Let's get you cleaned up, Alex added. I'm not gay, I'm Pinkie Pie, finger swear. My name is Kevin Jackoff, not Kevin Spacey, Kevin yelled. The spies looked unamused. Just for that act of bullshittery, you getting kicked in the nuts, Sam commented. Alex and Clover spread Kevin's now girly legs open. Before Kevin could beg for mercy, Sam kneed him square in the testicles. Kevin's face scrunched up with pain. Dork! Kevin yelled. The spies undid his straps, letting him fall to the ground. Kevin had been humiliated. His nuts had been kicked, his bike was destroyed, and his parents had been kidnapped. Well, girls, should we get home to Double D? Alex happily suggested. Yeah, he probably wants us to untie him from the bed, Clover just as happily replied. As the spies left the house, something in Kevin had snapped. Never before has someone humiliated him so badly and done so much degenerate things to him. Well, unless you count the time Naz pegged him without lube. But that's up to your interpretation. Dorks. Kevin slowly stood up. A newfound fire has burned in his heart, and he knew what had to be done. He ripped off the fake boobs, got new clothes on, and ready to kick some ass. Oh God. Minor, hello?
I fucking love this. I forgot how good this story was.
How many chapters are we on right now? How to eat earlier?
Oh, they actually finished the last chapter and started on the next one since we're right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just
All
missed
right.
on
I
you just
think
missed
we're
on
about-
you just missed on some Kevin torture.
Dude,
That's
Kevin
fine, but-
Porter was
My
like,
name's Kevin Jackoff, not Kevin Spacey.
I'm done. So is this one done, or you had to finish this chapter, or?
Corey, is the chapter done? Is that it?
Yeah, that was the chapter. That was chapter
Yeah, all right,
5.
chapter 6. Oh wait, no, I think chapter 6 is the double length one. Okay, yeah, it is.
A double what one?
Double length one. They're
It's a
talking about
double
like a
length
really
one.
big chapter
Double
coming
length.
Oh yeah.
up. I think Sueno really wants you to do that thing with him, Minor.
Yeah. Like this really is taking up a lot of time, basically.
Oh.
Like normally I wouldn't give a fuck to speak up, but he's been sort of
realize
waiting for
how
like 8
hard I'm
chapters.
sighing right now and rolling my eyes. But sure, all right, why not?
Each of them's like an hour long.
Hour
Oh,
long.
pretty
What?
good.
No, he's talking about the chapters.
Oh no. Those last 2 chapters, that was like nearly 30 minutes.
That feels like 2 hours to me.
I mean, you were gone for the whole thing. How would you know?
Yeah, how would you know?
I don't know, 'cause I know they're long as shit.
I mean, that's the point. Literally, the point was that we did all we could with this story. All right, well, I'm gonna pin that real quick. Fuck it. I don't know if I'm gonna